So about 3 years ago, this coming summer or fall, I can't remember exactly which, I reviewed my late father's iPad mini, simply called Dad's Pad. In the last 3 years since I reviewed it, unfortunately more and more apps have ceased to work, but it's still pretty usable provided you don't mind the lag for web browsing, and I use it as a makeshift chiming clock. But what's crazy is this. 16 gigs was introduced October 2012 and discontinued June of 2015. 10 years, right? It's been 10 years since this iPad mini was released. And for those of you who may have not seen the review of Dad's Pad, which you can take a look at, the video is simply called Reviewing Dad's Pad. At the moment, it's 2 years old, but as the time elapses, it'll switch over to 3. Like I said, it's either summer or fall. I can't remember which. When we got this, we got it for him primarily to keep up to date with his email, allow him to browse PBS, NASA, that sort of thing. So it was very basic, right? I wasn't even planning on getting him the cellular version, okay? The reason we ended up with the cellular was because it was literally the only one they had left. But it's just amazing to think about how in 10 years, how much has changed. Like I said before, this thing's got a 32-bit processor. It's a relic. It's a piece of history now. If I remember correctly, I believe the Mac Tracker app has this listed as vintage. It's either vintage or obsolete. I can't remember. I think it's vintage. But it's just amazing to think about how much time has passed. And I've decided to take the plunge, and we'll be getting the new iPad mini. Now, I went with Wi-Fi only this time for a couple of reasons. First of all, I'm not traveling enough to really make use of the cellular connection, and it's just one extra thing to keep up with. And then the other reason has to do with availability. All the cellular models are back-ordered like crazy. It's just incredible, though, because compared to Dad's Pad, this new one, which you can see here on the right-hand side, the one that my father's design is here on the left, even though that is the iPad mini 5 as opposed to the iPad mini OG. The design is just strikingly different. It's like they come from different planets. The one on the right is shorter with a bigger screen. The one on the left, well, it's the same way it has been up until now. But there's more to it than just the design. I mean, the new iPad mini is just incredible. It's a lot closer to a full-fledged computer to the point where I'm thinking, and this is just me, that if you need a speech only, and this is for my audience who's partially blind or totally blind, if you're looking for a speech-only note taker, I'd say the iPad mini is more than adequate. You know, you got the A15 Bionic, which is able to handle audio editing tasks, video editing tasks. The one downside for a lot of people might be the screen size. You know, me personally, I've got an Apple TV. I could just hook it up over AirPlay and get the bigger screen that way, and at the same time get the same sort of portability, versatility of USB-C. There's just so much to think about when it comes to, you know, how much has changed with the iPad mini over the last decade. And I'm curious, when I do get the new iPad mini, would you guys like to see a comparison of the original iPad mini with the new one? What do you guys think? I just wanted to keep you up to date on what's going on, but I look forward to your responses. Thank you for watching. Comments are welcome, and have a nice day.